This forest get more fleet-footed every day.
Come on, little John. The exercise will do you good. There's one now.
Oh, you've done it.
Come out, you vandals, and show your faces if you dare.
We're sorry, sir.
Sorry. Do you have any notion what this is?
Yes, it's an old vase, isn't it?
An old vase? This is a genuine art treasure. An antique as rare as the original Holy Writ.
Now look what you've done, clumsy.
I didn't mean it, sir.
It's too late for regrets, young man. The damage is done.
Well, perhaps we could repay you.
This is utterly irreplaceable.
Well, I mean, perhaps we could perform some service for you in return for this damage.
Can you preserve and care for ancient relics?
No, sir.
Then you can do nothing for me.
Well, what do you want with all these old things anyway?
These old things, as you put it, are the result of endless hours of research, study, and hard work. Valued relics of a lost civilization.
Well, this can't be much good. Look, there's a hole in it.
Put that down. Octavius Caesar probably drank from
Well,
that.
if he did, I'll wager he dribbled all down his front. Look.
Where are you bound for with all this stuff?
To Nottingham. I must get these things to a place of safety before I'm attacked again.
Oh, I am sorry.
Well, couldn't you have dinner with us before you continue on your journey? What do you say to venison and ale?
Is it far from here?
Not at all.
Oh, we'd have to blindfold you first.
Blindfold?
Just a precaution, you know.
I'm the one who should take precautions, not you. Go away.
You mean you won't dine with us?
Of course he will. Won't you, Dr. Quince?
What's that? You know me?
Don't you remember? We met at the Holy Land when you were working as antiquary with King Richard's army.
Yes, of course. Now, don't tell me. It's on the tip of my tongue. Robin. Robin O'Loxley.
Right, but not Loxley anymore. Robin Hood.
Oh. Tell me, are those friends of yours?
Well, I'll explain that while we eat. Bring the doctor's cart to the camp, will you? And carefully, mind you.
Yes, those were stirring times, searching for Christian relics in the Holy Land.
You seem to have got about a bit. Was your search successful?
Moderately. Oh, now look, that reminds me. I imagine most of your guests make a contribution to the,
Not from you.
Oh, but of course.
Any friend of King Richard is a friend of ours.
No, I insist. Now, here's my money. Whoever's treasurer, help yourself.
Well, money's good, whoever it comes. Well, I never saw coins like these before. What are they?
Roman. Sesterces and denarii, copper, bronze, and a little silver.
Where'd you get them?
I'll take you there, but I'd have to blindfold you first. No, I'm sorry, I couldn't resist it. Did you ever hear of the villa of Septimus Superbus?
Septimus Superbus. I seem to have heard that name. Who was he?
A Roman, famous for his wit, his wealth, and his fabulous art collection.
The treasure of Septimus Superbus.
Treasure?
The Roman gold. There's an old legend. I heard it as a boy. Though there's supposed to be a massive treasure chest buried under the ruins of Septimus Superbus's villa.
Rubbish.
Why was it never discovered?
Well, nobody knows where to look. Septimus Superbus lived 8 centuries ago. Nobody even knows where the villa stood.
On the contrary, I know. I've been there several weeks excavating. That's where I found these.
But no treasure.
Art treasures, yes, magnificent. But no gold. If there ever was any gold, the Saxons had it.
Are you sure you looked everywhere?
Of course, I haven't looked everywhere. I've only uncovered part of it. I'm going to Nottingham now to get my relics to a place of safety and recruit labor.
What about it, Robin?
Why go to Nottingham, Doctor? We'll do your digging for you.
My dear boy, do you mean that?
And if we find the Roman gold?
It doesn't exist.
Yes, but if we do uncover this treasure chest...
As far as I'm concerned, you can keep it. But if that's your only reason...
No, it's not. Gold or no gold, we'll be glad to help you. Won't we, men?
Yes, sure.
Careful how you go.
Yes, Doctor. I found something!
Gently, man, for goodness sake.
What is it, the gold?
Gold, gold, gold. Look, I've told you there isn't any.
Well, what are we digging for if there's no gold?
For the relics of a dead civilization. There is knowledge here and beauty. This villa is a treasure worth more than any gold. Now take your spade and dig somewhere else.
What do you think of this, Doctor?
Oh, Robin, you see, original Greek work, not a crude Roman copy.
What are you going to do with all this when we've finished?
Now, that has been worrying me a little. You see, I can't leave these things exposed to wind and weather. We must move them, and soon.
Where to?
Oh, to the custody of the church. But they'll require the most careful packing and handling. It's a job for expert carters. And we shall require wagons to transport the larger statues.
Yes, I'm sure.
I shall just have to go to Nottingham and arrange it.
Look, you obviously want to get that done as soon as possible. Why don't you go to Nottingham now and leave us to carry on the work here?
My dear boy, you overwhelm me. Even though there's no treasure,
As you say, this is treasure enough. But a word of warning. Guard your tongue in Nottingham. The sheriff has a sharp ear for rumours, especially rumours about gold.
I shall be discretion itself.
Just a minute. As you don't know the city at all, you may need help to find what you want. Now, I'm going to give you a letter to an old friend of mine, a certain friar, who's working there at the moment. I think you two should find each other interesting company.
Landlord, bring 2 pots of ale. That is, unless you prefer something else.
In some countries, yes, but in England, no. Definitely ale.
Ale. You've travelled widely.
Fairly extensively, wherever I hear of Roman remains or early Christian relics.
And you found both in Sherwood Forest.
Roman remains, yes, but no traces of Christianity yet.
That's odd. Septimus Superbus was a well-known Christian, a great patron of the church.
Oh, you'll let me pay, of course.
Oh, no, I wouldn't dream of it.
Oh, no, it's the least I can do.
Certainly not. You're my guest.
There.
Oh, well, if you insist. To Septimus Superbus.
Bring me a mug of ale.
Dirty swindler.
What's
Here.
that?
Look at these, false coins. That old man in the corner tried to palm them off on me.
Leave this to me.
I'll take you to Will Thorne. You'll find him a most reliable carter.
You're under arrest.
How dare you? Take your hands off me.
What's the meaning of this?
The charge is fraud. Trying to pass false coins.
Oh, what a ridiculous mistake. I can't think how these coins got into my purse. They're Roman sesterces from the villa of Septimus Superbus.
That's enough of that. If you've anything to say, say to the sheriff.
But please,
So you tried to pass false coins.
It was an honest mistake. Those are Roman coins.
So I see. Where did you get them?
I found them
Where?
at the villa of Septimus Superbus.
Indeed. Where may that be?
I refuse to say.
I've heard the legend of Septimus Superbus. I take it that you dug up these coins while you were searching for something else, something infinitely more valuable.
Believe what you choose.
I choose to believe that you have found the treasure.
Treasure?
The Roman gold.
Ah, you're as bad as the others. There is no treasure.
Then what were you searching for?
No, but...
Detain the doctor.
You have no right to do this.
There are certain things I want to find out about you, Dr. Quince, and the work you're engaged in. And until my curiosity is satisfied, I'm afraid I shall have to detain you. 1,000 pardons.
Come on.
I must protest most strongly about this ruffian little nigger. Keep back. Put the hand off.
Well, Master Tybalt, what do you think?
He claims to have found art treasures only. No gold.
No gold. He scoffs at the very idea. What is your considered opinion, Master Tybalt?
All references in the early manuscript which give rise to the legend are undoubtedly authentic. If the villa is there, so is the treasure. My considered opinion, therefore, is that the man is either a fool...
Which he is not.
...or he is lying.
Ah. Howard!
Lord.
Fetch in Dr. Quince.
Very good, my lord.
You say this Dr. Quince is a man of considerable learning,
So it seems.
and he is a supposed expert in antiquities.
He says so.
Strange that our paths have never crossed before.
So you have finally come to your senses and decided to release me.
Not quite so fast, my good doctor. I should like you to meet Master Tybalt. He understands the importance of your work. In fact, he shares your interests.
You do?
Your interests, perhaps, but not your methods.
What do you mean by that?
According to my research into ancient Roman history, everything points to Septimus Superbus having been a very rich man. His wealth lay not only in his art treasures, but in his gold. True?
Maybe.
And if you have rarely found the villa of Superbus,
I have.
then it is probable you shall also find gold.
Rubbish.
Are you questioning my learning?
There is no gold.
Are you suggesting that I am a liar?
You said it, I didn't.
And you call yourself a man of science?
More so than you. For at least I am only interested in works of art, not gold.
How dare you?
Gentlemen, gentlemen, please.
But he thinks I'm a liar.
And he thinks I'm a charlatan.
Well, this seems to be a confusion of experts. May I suggest that you agree to differ? Time will show which one of you is right. I must apologize, Doctor, for having detained you, but I'm sure you'll understand that it was a necessary precaution in these troubled times.
Then I am free to go.
Quite.
And high time.
But my lord Sheriff...
Enough, Master Tybalt. We've already detained the good doctor far too long as it is. He has most important matters to complete, as you have both of you convinced me. In order to atone for my somewhat hasty action, may I offer you whatever assistance is in my power in recruiting wagons and masons?
Oh, well, I...
Not at all, my good doctor. Anything I can do. It's a pleasure, I assure you.
Thank you.
Give the doctor any assistance he may need.
Thank you, my Lord Sheriff.
Not at all.
You doubt me, my lord?
Not at all, Master Tybalt. I believe implicitly every word you've said.
But...
Obviously, the good doctor was trying to conceal something.
Ah, of course.
Of course. Thank you very much, Master Tybalt.
Then my services were helpful?
Immeasurably. Good day to you.
Well, call upon me any time you wish.
I shall. Good day. Good day.
But, my lord.
Confused, huh?
Naturally, my lord. You admitted Tybalt was right and Quince wrong. And yet you've just now released Quince and even offered him assistance.
Quite.
But why?
Because he's probably found the gold already. He will take the wagons and the masons, who incidentally will be your men, Howard, and proceed immediately to the site of the treasure. We shall follow at a discreet distance.
Oh.
Yes, Howard.
Oh.
Dylan. I think I'd better have the little trawl for this. Do you know what it is?
I know. That's over there.
Are you hurt?
What's happened?
Oh, Derwent, the floor just gave way.
Are you all right down there?
I'm all right. And when the doctor gets back, he can eat his words. I found the treasure.
There goes our good doctor.
Off to dig up our treasure, eh, my lord?
Quite. You know your instructions.
We follow.
At a distance. You mustn't suspect.
I understand.
In any case, I shall accompany you. Just to make sure.
Ready below? We've got the weight. Right, lads. Heave. And heave. And heave. And again. Heave. 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 Right, swing her out. Back off. Ease off. Easy. Down.
Oh, what about us down here? Throw us a rope.
Rust everywhere. Well, need an iron bar to get this open.
Yes. What's this? Something carved on it. It's in Latin.
Can you read it, Robin?
Oh, I can try, but this is more of a job for the doctor.
Robin!
It's Friar Tuck.
He's the very man. He'll be able to read it for us.
Robin! Your friend! Dr. Quince.
Yes?
The sheriff's got him.
What? How did it happen?
Well, we were in at the Raven.
Oh.
We had to have somewhere to talk. And when the time came to pay for the ale, Dr. Quince produced some Roman coins. And the sheriff's men were there.
I warned him to be careful.
But what do we do now, Robin?
There's only one thing to do. The treasure.
Treasure?
Yes, we found it.
It means going to Nottingham, though. That's the only thing.
Nottingham? But what about the sheriff?
The sheriff's just as interested in that treasure as you are. Well, it's a small price to pay for the doctor's freedom.
But you mean give up that gold?
Well, in exchange for a man's life, you wouldn't begrudge that, would you, Little John?
Oh, no.
No, of course you wouldn't. Now, to get word to the sheriff. I'll concoct a message that he just won't be able to resist. That ought to convince the sheriff that we have something that he wants even more than Dr. Quince.
Rob, do we have to give it all up?
I think you'd better come with me to Nottingham. You either stay here and carry on working. Come on, Little John.
Now, what is all this about a treasure? Where is it, anyway?
You're sitting on it.
Oh, there's an inscription. I, Septimus Superbus, about to flee from the invader, send greetings to him who finds this my treasure.
Site?
Of course. Just as I said, Dr. Quince led us right to it.
What should we do about the doctor?
He's served his purpose. Take him.
What's he doing here?
Those are sheriff's men. If I'm not mistaken, the Lord Sheriff himself. Well, at least he saved us a trip to Nottingham.
So, we meet again, Doctor.
And not by accident. You followed me.
Of necessity, since you refused to tell me the location of the treasure.
Then you are interested in art?
I'm interested in gold, Doctor. Roman gold. And now that I know where it is, you will remain here under guard.
There is no gold.
We shall see. From Robin Hood. Now, Lord Sheriff, you will be disappointed to learn that we have already found the Roman gold. However, we are prepared to let you have it if you release Dr. Quince. If you agree to this exchange, come openly to the site of the Roman villa, let Dr. Quince go free, and the treasure shall be yours. My men will be watching to see that you keep your part of the bargain.
The fool!
For once, Dr. Quince, I'm inclined to agree with you.
Ready, men?
Robert.
Put your men there, my Lord Sheriff. Where's the treasure chest?
How do I know that you haven't opened this already and removed the gold?
Examine it yourself. It obviously hasn't been opened for centuries. Wait. First release the doctor, that was the bargain. And remember, with the first sign of treachery, my men are ready to shoot.
Get out of the way.
Allow me, my lord.
What's all this stuff? Packing. Pull it out.
Remember the bargain. That belongs to the sheriff.
Where's the gold? There's no gold. But the treasure. This is the treasure. There's no gold, I told you. This is a trick. Seize him.
If they make one move, you're a dead man.
I haven't heard the end of this. All right, back to Nottingham.
What is this?
A treasure indeed. Septimus Superbus explained it all in his last message. It's inscribed on the lid of this chest. You were right, Doctor, and you were wrong. Depends what you call treasure. Do you know what you're holding in your hand?
A manuscript, a Greek manuscript.
Yes, but from the 4th century.
Paul, a servant of Christ, to all that be in Rome, beloved of God. It's St. Paul.
It certainly is. St. Paul's first epistle to the Romans, the earliest copy yet found.
This is really gold. Roman gold.
Robin Hood, riding through the glen. Robin Hood, with his band of men. Feared by the bad, loved by the good. Robin Hood.